Hey everyone, today we are making a tea-flavoured tea cake. That's right, we are mixing or grinding Earl Grey tea into this batter and then glazing it with a water-thin icing. It is tea and cake inception. Let's do it. So I'm blending my caster sugar with my Earl Grey tea. And we're doing this to extract that tea flavour and just grind the tea very finely so that we have the best eating experience. I can smell that bergamot essential oil in the tea. Now into a larger bowl, I'm mixing the caster sugar, the flour and the baking powder and just giving them a whisk. This is just going to sift the flour, distribute those dry ingredients, the baking powder throughout the flour mixture. And then I'm adding the oil and the milk and just using the whisk to gently mix everything until it's combined and there are no streaks of flour in the mix. So just whisking until everything's combined. Our batter has a kind of a really lovely beigey brown, tea stained color. There's no lumps and we just want to pour it into our tin. One of the things that you can do for a really beautiful even expansion is to just cut a couple of strips of the vegetable shortening directly from your block or container and just lay them across the middle. This will just create a lubricated little kind of seam that the cake can expand from. Fresh out of the oven, I like to take my cakes out of the loaf tin. And just gently peel away the paper while it's still quite hot, and this just ensures that we have a really nice clean edge and there's no chance for any sweating to happen inside the tin. Now I want to show you what happens when you have a line of shortening in the top or a drizzle of olive oil in the middle versus none. So here we have this nice kind of even expansion through the middle, and here where we haven't had any kind of lubricating fat or oil, it's just kind of cracked on the side. So that tends to happen. I mean, this doesn't look awful, but this is a bit more controlled, and I mean, this is the exact same recipe. I can detect a slight bit more height or volume in this one. To prepare the icing, we've got some lovely blue cornflower petals. I'm adding water to the icing sugar and just whisking them well to combine. We just want a nice smooth glaze. There's two ways you can do this. You can put this cake on a wire rack and glaze it. I really like brushing glaze on because I can control how much glaze goes on. I get even coverage and I only need to produce enough glaze to glaze the cake. And so we want to glaze this relatively quickly, nicely, evenly across the whole surface. And then while it's still liquid, I'm going to just sprinkle some delicate cornflowers across the glaze. I just think it gives us a really nice kind of finish that is reminiscent of Earl Grey tea. So you can see if I was glazing this by hand, I'd be having to like pour that glaze all over, scrape it up and glaze it again. Using a brush means that I get a nice even layer and really good coverage.